Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on September 13th, 2017. I have 7 strategies to my game, Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, what you're looking at is what I call the game card. This represents all 69 white ball numbers for the Powerball lottery. I really don't have anything for the Powerball itself. My goal is to get all 5 white balls correct and win the $2 million prize with the power play option. Okay, so basically how things work is when the Powerball drawing goes off, I put the 5 winning white ball numbers right here at the top of this list. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Powerball homepage, and the 5 winning numbers were 6, 20, 29, 57, and 59. So you can see it's 6, 20, 29, 57, 59. Okay, so basically what I do here is I take the last 3 drawings and I transfer these numbers over to the game card as red numbers. Okay, red because they're hot. Okay, so the next 4 drawings I transfer over as orange numbers. Okay, basically symbolizing that it's warm. Okay, and then green, blue, and purple. So blue is cold and purple is freezing. Okay, so when you see a purple number, it means that these numbers haven't come up in a very long time. So for this drawing, I have 14 red numbers, 14 orange, 18 green, 14 blue, and 9 purple. Okay, so over here to the far right, okay, there's been 161 color code drawings. Okay, so out of this 161, 85 have been a 3-color combination. 62 have been a 4-color combination, 12 have been a 2-color combination, and twice it's come up 5-color combination, all 5 colors. Okay, and never have just 1 color come up, like all red. Okay, so since hardly ever do all 5 colors come up, the strategy is try to guess which one of these colors won't be coming up and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, my guess is that there'll be no green numbers coming up, okay? And the reason why is because the green had a run of 6 here, okay? And now it just barely came up, and I'm just believe that it's due to miss again, okay? So even though there's 18 green numbers, the most of the colors for this drawing, I still believe that it's due to miss, so I'm going to eliminate these numbers off of the game card. Okay, so when I block out a number like this, this means that I'm not even going to consider this number when I'm picking my final 5 numbers. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the individual numbers. Okay, so basically how this works is the master of all the numbers is up top here. Okay, so over to the far right is the numbers that just barely came up. Again, it was 6, 20, 29, 57, and 59. Okay, so this 3 stands for that it hit 3 groups. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this down so you can see the whole card here. And you can see that there's 7 groups here. Okay, so there's 1 through 9. All right, and then the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, okay? So, again, there's 7 groups, and there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So, 2 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it, okay? So, the strategy is right now is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so how this works again is this square, this whole big square is good for 5 drawings, okay? So this is a drawing, this is a drawing, 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 drawing. Okay, so I like to keep track of every 5 drawings, okay? And mostly because it gives me a majority of things, okay? So when I look at the 5 drawings here, I can see what group has been hot and what group has been cold, okay? So if there's been a group that's been cold, then eventually it's going to become hot and vice versa, okay? So for this drawing here, I'm going to guess that the 60 numbers won't be coming up, okay? And the reason why is because they've been just so hot lately, okay, for a long time now. So I just think that they're going to cool off and I just don't think any 60 numbers will come up in this drawing. Okay, so I'm at the game card, and I just eliminated the 60 numbers. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right, so I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the 50-50 picks. Okay, so again, there's 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so there's going to be a majority of either odd numbers or even numbers. Okay, so I like to keep track of that and try to guess what the majority will be for this coming drawing. Okay, so there's been 202 drawings so far. Okay, and that's since October 7th, 2015. Okay, that's when the Powerball lottery went from 59 numbers to 69 numbers. Okay, so out of that 202 drawings, 99 drawings have been the majority of odd numbers. Okay, and 103 drawings have been the majority of even numbers. Okay, so again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings, okay, because that gives me a majority of things. Okay, so for this 5 drawings right here, the majority was even numbers. Okay, so as I go back in the history of things, okay, I can see that there was a long run of evens, and then a long run of odds, and then it was evens, odds, evens, odds, evens. So I just think that this is going to double up as evens here. Okay, so for this next drawing coming up, I think that the majority will be even numbers. Okay, so for the high and low areas, okay, I think that there's the majority of this drawing will be to the high side, okay, and then I have left and right, okay, and for this drawing, I think that the majority will be to the left side, okay, and for this red and blue area, I think that the blue goes one more time here, so I think that the majority will be to the blue, okay. So the only thing I do have for the Powerball number itself, okay, there's 26 red ball numbers, okay. So in this column over here, blue means that it's a low number between 1 and 13, and red is high, 14 and 26. And in this column, the red numbers are odds, and the blue is evens, okay. So just by looking at things with the color, I just think that this is going to turn to blue here, okay? So I think it's going to be a low number, and I think that this stays blue as well. So I think it's going to be a low, even number. Okay, so I'm at the game card again. So I wrote down what I think is going to happen, okay? So again, I think there's going to be more even numbers than odd numbers. I think they're going to be more to the high side than the low side. I think they're going to be more to the left side than the right side. And I think they're going to be more to the blue area than the red area. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 1 numbers. Okay, so basically I took the numbers and I divided it into 4 different groups. Okay, and I put color to it. Okay, so I keep track of where the 5 white winning Powerballs land. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Powerball homepage. Again, the numbers were 6, 20, 29, 57, and 59. Okay, so you can see that there was 1 number in the red area, and that's the 20. There was 2 in the blue, and that's the 6 and the 29. And there was 2 in the orange, and that's the 57 and the 59. And there was no winning Powerball numbers in the green area. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess where these zeros are going to pop up. Okay. So I have 15 of these option cards here, okay? So at the minimum, so far there's been 7 zeros, okay? And at the most, so far there's been 22 zeros, okay? So I keep track of the overall stats of things, okay? And that's right here. So how things work is that if there's 5 or more zeros, okay, throughout a different color here, like this one was green and blue. Okay, so if there's 5 or more zeros, I color it blue for cold. If there's 4 or less zeros, I color it red for hot. Okay, so what this does is it helps me to predict where there's going to be a lot of zeros. Okay, So for this green area here, you can see that there's a bunch of single blue marks. Okay, there's actually 13 of them in a row. Okay, so every once in a while they double up like right here. Okay, or 3 of them right here. So this has gone pretty long. All right, 13 in a row, like I said. So I'm going to predict that there's going to be another blue mark here. Okay, so I think there's going to be a lot of zeros throughout these green areas. Okay, so the ones I'm going to go with is the first one is number 4, green. Okay, and the reason why is because you can see that it hit 9 here. Okay, 9 straight drawings in a row, and then now it's up to 9 again. A lot of times, for some reason, it just doubles up like this. Like over here, you can see the 3 and the 3. Okay, or the 2 or the 2. So I just think that here's a 9 and here's another 9, so I think it's just going to miss. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate these green numbers off of the game card. So I'll go to the game card, and again, I'll take these green numbers off. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right. Okay, so the next option card is option card number 6, okay, the green area. And the reason why is because there's 9 of these single marks in a row here. So I just think it's going to double up here as a another blue mark, okay. So I'm going to eliminate these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, and now I'm off to the next one. Okay, and the next one I'm going with is option card number 9, the green area. And the reason why is because it hit 16 consecutive drawings in a row here. So I just think that is due to miss. And again, I think there's going to be a lot of green zeros here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I just eliminated those numbers off of the game card. So I'm going to go back to group 1. There's one more, okay, and that's option card 14. Okay, so the reason why is because, again, there's a lot of single blue marks here, okay? There's actually 19 of them, all right? So I just think that it's due to miss again. I think there's going to be another blue mark right here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so it's 1, 12, 17, 28, that same pattern in all 4 squares. Okay, so I'll take out that, the 17. And that's it. Okay, so I eliminated all the numbers I'm going to eliminate from group 1. So now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 2 numbers. Okay, so just like group 1 where I divided things into 4 different groups, group 2 is the numbers are divided into 8 different groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers, so 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate these numbers off of the game card. Okay, so basically how things work, much like group 1, I keep stats of where the 5 white winning Powerballs landed. Okay, so I'm going to point out this red area. I keep the stats for this red area right down here. Okay, under red. All right, so you can see this 0. That means that none of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. And of course, this 2 means that 2 out of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in that red area. Okay, so again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. Okay, so that way it will give me a majority. All right, so if there's 3 or more misses, I color this blue for cold. If there's 3 or more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so I shrank things down so you can see the whole card here. And as you can see, if it's cold, all right, eventually it's going to turn hot, all right? So that's my theory here, is that when I see something that's really hot, then I think eventually it's going to turn cold, and I'm going to start to eliminate those numbers. Okay, so I have 15 of these option cards as well for Group 2 here. So I'll run through them real quick. Okay, so the one that I'm going to go with for this drawing is this orange section here, just because it's been so hot, okay, that I just think that it's going to turn cold. So I'm going to bump this up a little bit. Okay, so again, I'm on option card 11, the orange area. I just think that there's going to be another 0 right here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the orange numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I'm at the game card here. All those orange numbers are already gone. All right, so I'm just going to move on to the next strategy. I'm not going to eliminate anything from Group 2. I eliminated all the numbers I'm going to eliminate. Okay, so again, it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 6, picking the numbers I hope will hit from Groups 1 and 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my Group 2 overview. Okay, so again, with Group 2, I have 15 of these option cards, and they all look the same as far as the red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, so again, they all kind of look the same. It's just that the numbers that it represents are different. Okay, so you can see the red here stands for these red numbers, and over on this option card, it stands for these red numbers. Okay, so again, there's 15 of them, and what I like to do is see this as a group. Okay, so for all those red numbers, okay, and all 15 option cards, in the last drawing, there was 8 hits and 7 misses, okay? So the magic number here is 8, okay? So since there's 15, if there's 8 or more misses, I color this blue. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red. Okay, so that helps me try to predict what the thing is, what color is going to be hot and what color is going to be cold as a group, okay? So for this drawing here, I think that this blue is going to heat up, okay, and I think the orange is going to heat up here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Group 2, all right, and I'm going to start at option card number 1, and I'm going to write down what's left for the blue area and for the orange area for all 15 option cards, okay? So as I go to the game card, I'm going to write down the, first I'll write down blue, okay, and it's 2, 10, 26, and that's it, okay, and then over here I'm going to write down orange, and in the orange area I have 3 and 43, okay, so now I'm going to go off to the next option card here. Okay, so I'm just concentrating on the blue and orange areas. Okay, so here I got 10, 13, and 14. And with the orange area, I got 22. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. Okay, option card 3 here. Okay, so the blue is 9 to the 65 and the 38 to the 62. I mean 1 to the 65. Okay, so you can see that there's no numbers there, so I'm going to put a 0. Okay, and for the orange, it's 2 to the 26 and the 39 to the 63. So it's the same thing as the first blue one there, 2, 10, 26. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going on with all these option cards here. Again, I have 15 of them. So again, I think that this is going to be, the blue and orange are going to be hot, so I'll let you know when I'm done. Okay, so I wrote down all the numbers that were left on the game card from all 15 Group 2 option cards. Okay, so these are the numbers here. So I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 7, picking my numbers. Okay, so when it comes to picking my numbers, again, I want more even numbers than odd. I want more numbers to the high side than the low side. I want more numbers to the left side than the right side. And I want more numbers to this blue area than the red area. Plus, with the color code, 3 colors come up to the 3-color combination comes up the most. Okay, and I haven't seen 3 and 4 drawings here, so I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be a 3-color combination this drawing. Okay, so when I pick my numbers, I want to make sure that it's a 3-color combination. Okay, so the first change I have to make is this high. Okay, I'm going to change it to more numbers to the low side than the high side. Okay, so the numbers I'm going to go with for this drawing are 7, 10, 14, 26, and 43. Okay, so that will give me a 3-color combination. Okay, so the 7's orange, the 10 is blue, the 14 is red, the 26 is orange, and the 43 is orange. Okay, so that will give me 8 hits and 7 misses for the blue section, and it will give me 10 hits and 5 misses for the orange section. Okay, so again, the numbers I'm going with is 7, 10, 14, 26, and 43. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. So instead of charging a fee to play, I like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. You can read the fine print, and if you're interested, you can email me at trm6776@gmail.com. Alright, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.